Nikki, it's you and me. I was going to say it's happy hour, but it is happy hour. It's just not that kind of happy hour. It is APL Go hour. Do you have all your boxes? Because I usually rely on you now. You're muted, honey.
I definitely do. Have them all lined up and ready here, and super excited because you've been on the summit and I have too. But I don't know if you saw that our new product is going to be available tonight.
Oh, it is. I did not because I am not keeping up with the anything. So I don't know. I'm so excited. So good. Now I can start talking about it. Well, first of all, APL Go is a company that both Nikki and I are a part of. Nikki is one of my team members, and I absolutely love her to death. I have been taking this throughout today because I started off with a little bit of a sore throat, and this is what they look like here, like this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch over to this because this one has better light. Hang on, nope, I don't want to blur my background. That's not what I want to do, people. I want to have this one. Okay, so this one here, yeah, this one makes it a little bit easier. Somehow the light on this works a bit better, or maybe not. Anyways, this is what they look like. They are lozenges. They're candies. We call them DNA candy. And then, of course, this is the box. This is what I've been taking all morning because sore throat and a bit of a cold, like a bit of a cough, sort of kind of starting, not really fully blown, but starting up. And so that actually, that was the product that I started with when I first joined the company. It's coming up to, oh my gosh, what is it, November? It's going to be, in a couple of weeks, it's going to be 2 years for me. Yes, because I joined in December, I believe. I believe it was first or second week of December. I can remember that far back. And yeah, so that was the product. That was the first product I used because I just ordered my product. It arrived and I woke up with a horrifying sinus issue and bronchitis. I had like that, you know, when you get that tickle just before you're about to get a cough. And I was all stuffed up and I'm like, what happened? Where did I get this? You know, and I mean, you know, those were the days of you just go anywhere into a crowd and pick anything up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I called the girl who signed me up, who was Linda. She's not with us today because she's working. And I said, Linda, what should I take? Like, I can't breathe. I can't function. This is like my headache is killing me and I've got a full day. And she says, take the alt, which is, this one. And she goes, and take about 4 or 5 of them throughout the day, start with 2 right away. Don't even wait. And, so I went along and I'm on my Zooms and I'm talking to my clients and I'm doing my calls and and all of a sudden, oh yeah, and I forgot, which is kind of funny because my ears got plugged up and my ears don't really plug. Like I must be having one heck of a cold if my ears are plugged up. It doesn't really happen very often at all. And by about 4 or 5 o'clock, I noticed my ears had unplugged and there was no cough and there was no more sore throat. And I was like, wow, that was fast. Is that for real? Like maybe we'll see what happens tomorrow because I'll probably wake up with a cold tomorrow again or something. Even if it's not as bad, it'll still, it'll happen. Nope. I progressively got better, believe it or not. And the next morning I woke up and nothing. And I'm thinking, are you for real? I had like maybe 6 of these throughout the day and they're candies. And I said, no, really? I was with another company for 6 years and the company is good. I don't want to say anything bad. I'm not even going to name them. The company is a good company, but this product was significantly quicker and better and stronger. And it is because it is made from the DNA of the plant, the DNA of the plant. It is 100% absorbable. And one of the best parts about it is that it is infused with negative ions. So I had just started putting together a meditation that had the DNA. I was going into the mitochondria of the cell inside of my meditation. I was doing all this healing. And as most of you know, I'm a doctor of metaphysics. So I'm always putting together different meditations for different healing for different people, customizing it. And this product blew my mind. And it was just one of, I think, 17 products at that time. Since then, we've got a few new ones. The latest new one that we got, well, the latest new one is this one, but in terms of product was the PFT for weight loss, which I was, they were like, oh, we're looking for a bunch of you guys to do the weight loss test, and I'm like, I'm in. I lost 16.5 pounds in 30 days. We didn't have a particular diet. I do intermittent fasting most of the time. I did some fasting. I tried not to eat too much sugar. And not only did I, like, when I say try, I really didn't have to try very hard, because what part of this product did was it took a lot of my sugar craving away. And it went right into the visceral fat. So the visceral fat, if for those who don't know what it is the fat right around your belly, and it wraps itself on the inside. It wraps itself around your liver, kidneys, around your organs, and then it slows down your organs. And so that's why, sometimes people will get diagnosed with like fatty liver. That's part of it. I find that helped me. I have a device that I use, and I can tell my progress. So it's quite fascinating. But in 1 month, I lost 16 pounds. And then I continued for the next 2 more months. And so in 3 months, I did a total of 31 pounds. I did not work that hard. I walked maybe half an hour a day, which I do because I have a dog anyways, and I do a little bit of yoga in the morning. I did not eat super healthy. I totally cheated. There was a couple of parties. It was August, like pool parties, like, come on. So there was, they asked us not to drink any alcohol for that month that we were doing the study. I didn't, but afterwards I did a little bit, not like, I'm not a big drinker to begin with. And I drive a lot. So I absolutely zero is my tolerance from me. If I'm driving, I'm not drinking, period. But, there was a couple of parties and stuff. And so, you'd have 1 or 2 drinks. It's not like a big deal. And like I said, my appetite for sweets, which I have a big appetite for sweets. Sweets are my weakness. I'm not the salty girl. I'm the sweet girl. I love my sweets. I was eating after these 3 months, I'm going to tell you, at the very least, I was down to maybe 30-40% of what I would typically eat of desserts. So, and just because I simply did not have the craving. So of course it works on everyone differently. So 3 months, I lost a total of 31 pounds, and I have kept off about, I think we measured it as six was like the most. So somewhere between 6 and 3 pounds extra, I kind of held on to, I suppose, or came back. And that's actually not bad. So when I'm my normal self and I'm not doing some sort of, I'm a big emotional eater, not huge anymore. I've healed up a lot of that, but every once in a while, if I get stressed, I'll go, and I do like apple pie. In the fall, I live in a country that's cool, so apple pie is super awesome in the fall. It's not the only thing I eat, but anyways. So that was that product. I didn't mean to stay on that product for so long. This is our newest product. I just want to show it to you. I am wearing it, and so is Nikki. I just got mine 2 days ago, and I can finally talk a little about it because we've been waiting for it for so long. It has, oh my gosh, it has so many wonderful things in it. I don't have the thing. I don't, Nikki, if you have it, and we could talk about the ingredient, the list, but I just want to show you how it comes to you. First of all, this is how it comes in this beautiful little box. You open the box, see how, open that, there's a card with a number. So we all have a number, and then We open it like this and it comes out like that. And isn't it gorgeous? So this has, Nikki, do you remember, do you have one of those signs that you can basically dictate? Because I know that there's like lava and there's crystals in here and oh my gosh, so many good things. And sorry, I was having so many tech issues and trying to, my first speaker didn't show up, so I didn't end up putting that in front of myself, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I will. Give me a moment. But the other cool thing about these is each one of these is unique.
Mhm.
And they are individually numbered. And I just find it amazing that every person I speak to, the number relates to them and where they're at. I just find that really cool. That's just me. And if you give me a second, I will pull this up. I have it on my cell phone. Here we go.
It's all good. I'll just talk about what it's done for me in the 2 days that I've had it. So I've taken 2 for myself and I have one in my bedroom on the one night table all the time. And at night I can't sleep with anything on like this. It would get all, I move around too much. So I take it off at night. I put it on the other night table and my dog sleeps on the floor beside me. And so I have noticed, actually, I haven't even talked about this. Even Lucky's metabolism has been significantly better for the last 2 days. So, and I can see that he's calmer and it's had an effect on him. So Lucky is my dog. For me, I definitely feel a sense of peace and just calmness without the sleepiness. You know, sometimes you feel sleepy and you're calm and everything, but you also feel kind of sleepy and that's why you're calm. No, this is just a calmness, which has come in really handy this week because this week has been interesting to say the very least with energies and various things. So that is the first thing I can say. The other thing that I've noticed, and I don't, you know, Nikki will get around to telling you what she did, although I did speak with Julia and she said she kind of found the same thing. A little more balanced, a little more strength. And for me, I have a very heightened sense of smell to begin with. This has heightened it even more, which can be good and can be not so good because it depends, but it's very, very strange and also very aware and more sensitive to the energy, but not in a I can feel the outer energies and it's throwing me off balance. Not at all like that. Just very, very positive. And also I was speaking to, I was talking to my spiritual guru and also Julia, who is our upline for the product. And we were both saying how this, the minute I put it on, I could feel there's a correction coming. And I don't know how else to put it, but things started happening where I started to, you know, I was put into a position and I'm like, and it wasn't, there was a situation that wasn't even real. It just because it appeared that way. I was just like, I was panicking almost. And I'm like, wow, I go, this is going to be really good because I can feel myself releasing this. And I'm going, wonder if this is, you know, and then I put it on the next day and something again, not exactly the same, but similar happened. And I'm like, ah, this is interesting. This is going to be really interesting. So I haven't had it that long. Nikki's had it a few days longer than me because she's in the US and everybody in the US gets things faster than us. And I'm going to stay quiet for a change. So go for it, Nikki.
Well, I just want to say both my husband and I are wearing the pendants, and we are seeing different results because I do believe it works personally with you. And if any of you are out there thinking, oh, they're talking about energy, that's weird, can't get into that. That's where I was not so long ago until I realized that, you know what, God created this energy. God created the things that are going to positively affect us. So don't be closed minded about it because I do see the benefits. And one of the biggest benefits my husband has seen is that it's given him a lot more clarity and a lot more focus. And he is taking some of the candies, which we'll probably talk about later, and it enhances what the candies are doing. It does affect you. So I'm just going to read straight from the flyer. This medallion is crafted with two powerful materials, white silica powder from quartz and black Japanese volcanic rock. These natural elements work together to create an energetic shield that protects you from harmful electromagnetic fields, EMF, and negative frequencies. By amplifying positive energy, the medallion helps promote emotional balance, reduce inflammation, and support overall harmony within the body, aligning your physical and emotional well-being. Through the unique combination of these materials, the medallion emits negative ions and facilitates the transfer of beneficial plant DNA blueprints to your cells, enhancing your body's natural healing process. The inclusion of silver plating adds superconductive properties, further enhancing the energy field, ensuring comprehensive protection and optimizing your energetic balance. The medallion not only safeguards, but also amplifies your energy, fostering an optimal environment for healing and well-being. And I know that Marianne can speak to that from the metaphysical side. I can speak to it from the side of I'm feeling the positive impact. I don't understand it. I'm learning more about it. But yes, I'm feeling the impact of it. And there was a limited supply. So I can't wait for the next lot to come, because I really believe that people who are looking for healing, less pain, the testimonials I've seen on video have been incredible. So you're on mute.
Thank you so much. And welcome, Amanda. Oh, she's not quite in yet, but I know she doesn't have one yet because she wasn't, when these came out, like we knew they were coming. So they come, everything, the company's head office and all the manufacturing is out in Moldova, a very beautiful small country out in Eastern Europe. And it's absolutely amazing. We were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and literally waiting for the minute that it came. So they came out and they basically sold out, 1,000 of them sold out in less than 45 minutes. So that was for all of US and Canada. And it was only available to the associates, because when we get something that's limited like that, it goes to the associates first, and then it goes out once we get more. Now we are getting more. I don't know if we're going to have enough to offer it up to regular just customers. So you can sign up with the company as an associate or a customer. So it's best that you all sign up as an associate. And if you'd like to sign up, either all three of us work APL GO, Amanda included, Nikki included. Nikki is in Texas, Dallas, Texas. I am in almost Toronto, Ontario. And Amanda is in little sort of northern Ontario. She's a little bit further away from me. And we all work together and we're all on the same team. And also we all do similar things. So Amanda and I do books together, and Nikki and I do, oh God, we do so many things together. It's crazy. Actually, me and Amanda do more things too. So we're here to talk about one thing. So I will stray off with my ADD all over the place if you let me. So someone's got to wheel me in. So I'm going to let Amanda talk a little bit, because she's actually working on a book for a client for me. So I need to release her soon. And I'm going to let her talk and tell us her experience with APL GO. So it's not just this amazing product. If you are interested, please connect with me or Nikki or Amanda. Hopefully we're going to get, I'm hoping that we'll still get the other 900 that are coming, and they're supposed to be on their way now. So I'm hoping that they'll be here before Christmas. And then we'll talk about the new product after Amanda has a chance to speak. Amanda,
Thank you, Marianne, for having me,
thank you
and
for coming.
I'm glad to be here. And so a lot of people know I've been taking the product for quite some time, and I've had really amazing results with it, with all of the products that I have tried. And it's hard to pick a favorite because they're all wonderful. But my most recent experience that I started the BRN, which is the brain, and I started that one a couple of months ago. And I love that one because sometimes as a mom, my brain, it's really hard for me to focus and, keep an attention span. So that one is one of my favorites. Lately, that one has been working really well. It's a good one for people who like have a short attention span, or, they get distracted easy. It gives you such clarity and gives you that alertness. So I love that one. And I've been doing the heart one as well. And I've noticed that over the last couple of months, I've had my circulation has really, really improved with that one. And of course, I've talked about in the past the MLS, which is the detox one. And that one, I love that one. And the flavor is absolutely amazing. It tastes just like, I don't know if you guys remember at Halloween, you get those cheap little lollipops, and it tastes exactly like that orange lollipop. And I just love that one. And I have to be like, okay, you've had enough of those ones today. You got to get onto another one. But those ones are my favorite. And the other one that I've been really just absolutely impressed with is our GRW, which is an award-winning product. And with the kids, I have kids, and they're always, bringing home colds and flus and germs and all kinds of stuff. So everybody got sick over the last 2 weeks, except for me, because I take my supplements. So that one is absolutely amazing. And I always notice when everybody else is sick around me, I will sneeze, but that's all that ever happens. I never get an onset of like coughing or sniffy nose or any of that kind of stuff. So that one is fantastic, especially for immune. And it's our #1 product, our best-selling one, and it's an award winner. And I specifically like that one because the flavor's great, and it actually works amazing. So I've been able to dodge colds since I started the products, but most recently I have not been getting sick at all, which is awesome because I can't afford to get sick. So, and nobody else probably can either. So that one I love. And all of our products are fantastic. And I've also done really well with maintaining my weight. And, just I was having problems sleeping and all those kinds of stuff. So I've been taking the Relax at night, and that one seems to help as well. But yeah, I think that they're all fantastic products, and there is 18 of them. So, there's always something for everybody. But yeah, if you want to know more about the products, just message us, and we're happy to share all the details. So thanks for having me, Marianne.
Thank you for coming, and you're not allowed to get sick. Sorry. I have too many books coming up. And between the two of us, because Amanda has her own books, and we write forwards, like we work together, like we're all so intertwined, like it's crazy. I love it. Let's talk about the brand new product just for a teeny tiny bit. And thank you so much for that. I just want to mention, actually, before we get into the new product, the MLS that Amanda showed is, and we have Nikki White, Vanna White. MLS kills off parasites. And if you think you don't have any, Candida is a parasite. So if you have Candida, this is your internal work. This is not a cream to put on anything. This is an internal, and it's going to kill off all kinds of parasites. I give this to myself because I have a dog. If you're a pet owner, you have more parasites than the average person. And we all have pets, all three of us. So I take this one very regularly, and so does my dog. And brain. BRN is the brain one. It will help you with, for sure, brain fog, but I have some serious cases of advanced dementia, people taking this, and they have had some very good results. That's kind of all I'm allowed to say legally. But I did have a friend, her sister has pretty advanced dementia, and she has taken some of these, and they've been able to, she recognized her for the first time in 2 years, put it that way. So I believe that if you couple up the brain with the new product, I think that's going to be the ultimate result. So the new product I can't show you. If someone's got a picture of it, I'm trying to look for a picture. I just, of course, when I need one, I can't find it. But the new product is all about stem cell regeneration and telomere extension. So if you don't know what telomeres are, if anyone's got shoelaces, if you look at laces and that little plastic thing at the end that holds the lace together, that's kind of what we could compare a telomere to. They're like little nerve endings. And so as we get older, they shorten, and people with dementia have extreme. So this is actually going to reverse aging. So it's not going to slow down aging. It's going to actually reverse it. So if you want to know more about that one, we have a list of ingredients somewhere. I just don't really know where any of this is. It's all new. We don't have the product yet. It's been, we knew that it was in the country, it was at customs, and now apparently we can get our hands on it tonight. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What time, Nikki?
I didn't see a time. I will check yet because I did post it in my Nikki's Healthy Candies group. And I just want to clarify, in case any of you misunderstood, when Marianne said, I have a number of cases of dementia, she is talking about clients. She is not suffering from dementia, and she won't because she's taking all her candies.
I never
So
will.
Exactly.
You know
So
why
if
I never will? I just want to say this because this is important. Thank you so much for pointing that out, Nikki, because both of my parents passed away from dementia. My mother had full-blown, really aggressive Alzheimer's, and my dad had dementia, and it was more from being diabetic and so on and so forth. And diabetes is supposed to be like the dementia, diabetes 3 is basically dementia. So I have both parents with dementia, and so people are continuously telling me I'm going to get it because, everyone's a doctor and everyone knows everything. So I'm like, no, I'm not, I will never get it. First of all, my brain is way too active. Like it doesn't even have time. I don't have time for dementia. So it's not going to happen. There's too much going on. I read too much. I do too much. And I take all of these wonderful products. And I believe that with this, BRN and this new product, there's no way. Like, no way. I'm going to go out on a mission. I'm going to start doing some extra videos for dementia I've done some with meditation for dementia caregivers, because that's important. But I am going to stop talking now and let Nikki talk because I know she needs to.
Talking about that, and I'm still processing it from my cell phone to the computer. But talking about that, my favorite product and what I started with here is the NRM. Marianne mentioned diabetes. And like so many of us, I was a total skeptic. I bought a box to support someone because I've had health challenges in the past, huge health challenges, and I have heard so many people say, this is the absolute answer. This will work, that I've become so skeptical, I wouldn't try anything new. So I bought this box. My sugar was high one day, and I thought, oh, well, it's here. I may as well try it. And my sugar came down within an hour from 225 or 222, I think it was, to under 119. And I was measuring my sugar the entire time and saw it coming down. And this is incredible. Then I thought, oh, no, it's coincidence. Because, of course, we have to be skeptical about these things, So I turned around and said to my husband the next day when his sugar was high, When his sugar was high, I turned around and I said to him, "Oh, you know what? It's crazy, but try this." And it worked for him. And it really is a powerful tool to managing your blood sugar. If you monitor your blood sugar, this is one of the candies that you can actually measure and see the results on a sugar meter. It works, it's powerful, and a lot of people have said, doesn't it take your sugar too low? I've never experienced it taking my sugar too low. That's the first thing. The second thing is you may be saying, I'm not diabetic. What do you think you do to your sugar when you go out and you celebrate and you take that extra dessert or eat that huge meal? You're affecting your sugar levels, and this is a good time to keep that on hand. So that was the one thing. Now, this new product that's dropping is called LFT, and the telomere health supports normal cell division, youthful appearance, wellness at the cellular level, cell renewal, antioxidant properties that help neutralize free radicals. It protects against oxidative stress. Who has stress? Natural recovery after illness. Who doesn't have illness? And supports energy levels and reduces fatigue. The ingredients include rosemary leaf, turmeric root, ginger root, milk thistle seeds, spirulina, black pepper fruit, Japanese knotweed root, pomegranate fruit, red grapefruit, and Siberian larch. You hear that those aren't chemicals. Those are all natural. And these candies taste amazing. If you've got a sweet tooth and you think, well, I need to control anything else in my life, because we all need some more control, pop a candy rather than a sweet, because it does take your craving away. But you've also got something put in your mouth at that time. And last thing, my cats were really sick. I thought my cat was going to die. I dissolved this in water and gave it to my cat. And my cat is very much running around, being as much of a lovable nuisance as she's always been. My other cat has an allergic reaction to mosquito bites. Now, we live in Texas. You know that the Texas mosquitoes are this big. And this cat's whole nose is raw. And of course, she keeps scratching it. So we've been giving her, in fact, we've been giving her the alt. And wow. But how do I know what of these 18 candies to take at any one time? You know what? We have such an amazing community. What do I take? And if I have a customer, and I'd love to see you have health benefits from this too. None of us can guarantee you're going to have the same benefits we have, but I would be very surprised if you don't have any benefits from it. So I would encourage you to jump in and do it. And the last thing I'm going to say, there's so many products, I could be here forever. The last product I'm going to
Not
talk
going to be the
about
last thing you're going
is ice. I had the most terrible heartburn. And I was talking to Marianne. I could hardly talk because my throat was so raw. And I have such bad reflux and GERD that my ears burn. And Marianne said, take ice. And I took an ice and thought it's not doing anything and lay there in agony. 10 minutes later, I was fine. So I pop 2 ice when I have bad heartburn. And it's an incredible product. I see that you're also nodding your head. Tell us what experience you've had with ice.
Me? Are you asking
Yes,
me,
you.
Nikki? Okay,
Yes.
sorry. I love the ice and I love the alt, especially when you get like, I get allergies usually in the spring and in the fall because they're, doing all the farming and stuff, right? And so I was having a lot of sensitivity. And so I have used the ice for sore throats and I've used it. And like you said, it works like right away. Like it's within, I would say within 30 minutes, I noticed that it's not bugging me anymore. And it does, I don't even notice because it just goes away. And I'm so used to it that sometimes it takes me a minute. Oh yeah, I don't have that anymore. It's gone. So I love those ones. And especially when you get colds and stuff, I give those ones to my kids and they'll complain about their throat and stuff like that. And they'll take those. And then I don't hear any more complaints for the rest of the day. And so that's how I know they work because, you know, with kids, when something's wrong, they'll let you know and they're very vocal about that. And so as soon as I give them the candies, they're usually okay. And I don't hear any more. So we've had really good experiences with that product in particular in our house.
And, you know, I've just heard it's going to
All
drop
of
at
us.
7,
I was
7
gonna say
p.m.
it's at
tonight.
7 p.m., just so you know. I know, I just looked it up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So that's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if anyone wants one, come talk to us prior to that. I'm gonna be on here. We're gonna be on here till about 3, maybe 3:30, depending on what time we actually finish. I do have to hop on to another summit, so feel free to contact these two beautiful ladies. And after that, I will be available. So if anyone wants to go on a 3-way, I'll make myself available for the rest of the day. This is all I have now that I know that this is coming. I do have to walk my dog quickly, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. So I'm all yours and whoever needs me because we're so excited. Stem cell regeneration, people. Telomeres. Like, we're not kidding. Like, I'm so excited. I can't even handle it. And I do want to point out, I mean, this is, you know, maybe not that important to some people, but I know for sure that it's important to a lot of other people that travel a lot. And I have a lot of my colleagues and people that travel on a, like, literally on a monthly basis. They're on 1 or 2, and sometimes, unfortunately, 3 trips, which is not unfortunately, I shouldn't say that, but that's a lot of travel. They are easy to take because they're already in their own little package. Look, like they're already hermetically sealed. They're so easy to take. There's no liquid. You don't have to worry about anything. And they're not disgusting pills that, like, I have a really hard time swallowing the pills, you know, the ones that have the powder. It gets caught, and then you're like, if I cannot do it without a full bottle, oh my God, a full bottle of water, a full, or if it's a small bottle, like a full glass, just in case, because it's like, it's crazy. So these are so easy to take, and kids love them. Kids will take a candy. You heard from Amanda, just give it to them. They're not going to take it. Oh, hi, honey, can you take an aspirin? Yeah, because that tastes really great. Melting in your money. Melting in your money. That's funny. In your mouth. Thank goodness my social media girl knows how to edit stuff out. It's all good. What a great product. And in the US, so us in Canada, not just yet, but we're still hoping this year. And we're still hoping, and we're thinking if it doesn't come this year, then next year for sure. Skincare. Okay, not only is the skincare absolutely amazing. So the person who invented this skincare and had it put together, first of all, it's manufactured in Germany, which I'm just going to say this. They just don't know how to mess anything up. So first of all, it's made in Germany. It's chemical free. And the owner's wife wanted to get some skincare when she first got pregnant with her first child and wanted a skincare that had no chemicals in it, right? So in Europe, they have much higher standards than we do in North America. We allow something to the tune of roughly, it's around 3,000 various chemicals in small amounts that are allowed to come in. They only have 1,200. And in some places, I think even less. And so but those are teeny tiny amounts and whatnot. So that already tells you that it's a better product, the fact that it's made in Europe. And then So she couldn't find anything. So what does a girl do when she can't find something? She makes her own, right? So then she had them put into glass bottles because she understands the not goodness of plastic bottles, but not just any glass, but Venetian glass. So this particular product sits in a gorgeous Tiffany colored Venetian glass bottle. Like, you cannot go wrong. This is an amazing product. I've tried all the products now. I've had all of them. I had to go to the US to get them because they're not available in Canada. And I did bring some back with me, but I cannot wait until we're able to get it. So I'm super excited about that. And I too have also tried ice. It's a really great digestive enzyme. But like I said before, if you take, like, let's say if you have any kind of digestive issues, so whether you're younger, whether you have IBS or you have whatever, we have something called the metabolic reset. It's all the products designed to help around the metabolism. And if you take that one, so I took it for more than a month because I'm 62 years old. And if you've lived a little longer than 40 or 50, even 50, you're starting to feel, so like I started to feel things at about 55, 56. But at 62, you really have to pay attention. It matters what you eat. It matters what time you eat it at. Long gone are my days of, being 20 and just eating whatever at 10 o'clock at night and going to sleep and not feeling anything. You had that, like, that's not going to happen at this point. But you can clean up your microbiome a little bit. You absolutely can clean it up. And that in turn gives you a better metabolism. And, if whatever needs to happen happens after that. So sometimes that's weight loss, and the weight loss comes off easier. It's not oh, I'm on this hardcore diet, I can only have so many, there's no calorie counting, there's no nothing. They just actually, even for the month that we were doing it, they said make sure you have sufficient water, according to your body weight and so on and so forth, and stay off the alcohol for a month, and try to, cut down completely if you can on sugar, and then if not completely, then, as close as possible. And so that was it. Like, they didn't say don't eat this or that. I mean, they're not going to encourage you to have fries and onion rings. And the Lord knows, on this side of the world in North America, we have all kinds of wonderful things that taste delicious but are not good for us. So anyway, so that worked. And once you clean up your microbiome, everything else functions so much better. And you'll see that you don't actually need as much of the product. So I used to have to take a digestive enzyme all the time. And now I don't need it as much. Like, if I were to eat something a little heavier, a little bit later on in the day, or, early evening or whatever, like 8 o'clock, I don't really eat by 8 anymore. I usually try to finish by 7 if I can. But it happens, sometimes I'll have this or that, and maybe, but not always, because I've cleaned it up a lot too. So that's another really great thing. We do have a coffee. I don't have anything here to show you, but we do have a coffee. It's an instant coffee. It is chemical free. So it's amazing. And that one is now also available in Canada. Yay. And the US. So we have that. And we have, like, oh my gosh, we have so many, but I can't not talk about this product. Okay. This is like one of my number one products right now. So I'm just going to tell you, if you're not already in your late 50s and early 60s, as you get a little older, like, I had a broken leg when I was 8 years old. I had some other stuff happen. I've fallen, I've pulled my muscles, my hip and my groin and my knee and all that kind of stuff was nasty. And so all those little pains, they all start to come out when you get a little older. I hit 60 and it was like, holy smoke, what's going on here? This is my new best friend, SLD. This is an anti-inflammatory, people. This is the most natural anti-inflammatory I think you will find. This is my savior. I do not fly without this because my feet will swell up. They always have. It's just the way, it is. This, I don't fly without it. And if anything starts to hurt in the morning, or even if I've had some super inflammatory foods, I'm going to try to see if I can find this. This helps tremendously, and I can't find an STP. Do you have an STP?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. STP. So, Amanda, yours is a little fuzzy. There's an STP right there. That one is for pain. Okay. Not only will this take down regular pain, like a headache, like a backache, like all of that. Oh, that's the other thing I should mention. Since I've been wearing this, no backache at all for 2 days straight. And I've had some serious backaches. So
I'm going to agree with that because my husband woke up and said, I must have slept skew, and he was in a lot of pain. His pendant hadn't arrived, so I lent him mine. And I said, is it working? He said, yes. I said, can I have it back? He said, no. So we had to wait for his to arrive. And really, I have severe back pain. I have injections in my spine for it. I have found huge reduction in that pain. So,
and for me, I've had some serious back pain, and this is significantly better. So the STP combined with the SLD, because if there's pain, there is for sure inflammation, and you need to know that, and then you need the two. And so these two we have 3 price ranges. These two are $25 each in the US and $31, $32, something like that in Canada. It's an automatic switch over. So those two, I don't want to leave today without mentioning them because these are probably my #1 sellers. This and Relax, if anyone's got one. I might have a Relax if anyone's got one. I don't know if I have one. Nope, I can't find it. I thought I had one. I probably do somewhere, but God knows where. Let me see. Oh, I want to talk about HPR. No,
Here's the Relax.
okay, good. There's the Relax. And I think all 3 of us use this. I actually give it to my very anxiety-riddled dog, who is now 10 and a bit, and he gets really anxious. Oh my gosh, firecrackers. And July 1st, in Canada, it's July 1st. For you guys, it's July 4th. I dread it. I dread holidays because we have a little park right next to my building where I live. And we have fireworks all the time, and he shakes. Like, it's absolutely insane. So I've got to give him the Relax, and then he sleeps all day, which is kind of funny. But I do want, oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Talk about beauty.
okay, right. I know I said I wasn't going to tell you about another one, but I can't help it. Can you see how my hair's a little fuzzy and a little wispy? And most people would think that's a bad thing. It's a great thing. I've started taking the BTY, the beauty. The difference I have seen in my skin, the elasticity in my skin, and all these little wisps of hair. This is new hair growth. I've had years of taking cortisone. It affects your sugar. It affects the elasticity in your skin, and it definitely affects your hair. And this has been amazing. So can't go without saying this is another one of my favorite products. In fact, every one I tried is a favorite product. But this is amazing, 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 amazing. And I love it.
I think most of the women, we really love it, but I also have some men that have had some really great results with growing back some hair, and it's due to BTY and GRW. So GRW, I find, well, first of all, they both make, but like it'll grow, and then you'll have like these little hairs. So I have a ton of those now too, and because let's face it, menopause, the hair's falling out. Hormone imbalances of any kind, you don't even need to be, ladies, you don't need to be, like, I got plenty of 35 and 40-year-olds taking it because they've got unbalanced hormones, which we will go on to next. But the GRW and the BTY, your skin, your hair, your immune system. I don't know what else I can say. It's a must. And the award that Amanda was talking about, that it's an award-winning product, GRW in 2020, when it was all about the immune system, won an award out of 423 products as top immune booster in the world at the time. I did want to just read. We've told you a lot of what the product is, and we will continue because we still, I believe, have some time, right? I had to go recharge my phone, so I can't see. But I did want to tell you what it's not. So it is dairy-free. All the products are dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO, halal, kosher, pesticide-free, soy-free, nut-free, alcohol-free, cruelty-free, non-toxic, egg-free, FDA approved, and drug-free, and in Canada, Health Canada approved. So awesome product, amazing. I mean, we've got ashwagandha is probably one of our #1 products. It's in like so many of our products. It's insane. And if you all have allergies, if you have like an allergy to bananas, like bananas are in the Relax. So just so you know, the company actually started with Relax. Relax was the first product, and it's our #1 seller. And I think it probably still is. It helps people sleep. So if you can't sleep, Relax. If you a little bit ADD, ADHD, whatever, anxiety, we have Happy and Relax. I believe Amanda could probably tell you a little more about that. I do take Happy sometimes. I don't know. I think I just take it because it just makes you feel good. Relax. I don't really have a lot of problems sleeping because I work so many hours. By the time I hit the bed, I'm like out like a light. So not much, but every so often there's stress. So like today, we all woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning because somebody decided to do fireworks really loudly, and a lot of it. So much so that the police is now cleaning up the area, and I think they're gonna end up having a car there all the time because it's a tiny little park. It's really not even much of a park, but it seems to attract a lot of kids to do, you know, because there's no, you can't really do, like if you do it in front of your house, that's not, I don't know. I don't really know how safe that is. I don't know that much about fireworks. I just know they're loud. And I didn't, you know, I heard it and boof, my dog jumped into bed and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, now we got to do this. And then, but then I went back to sleep because they stopped. But yeah, that's actually a really amazing product. And I do want to talk about hormone balancing. Oh, sorry. I do want to let Amanda talk to you about Happy and how she uses Happy and Relax. Go for it.
Yeah, so I actually had some hormone issues personally, and I've been taking the Happy and the PWR, the Power, the apricot for women. You can take either or. There's the lemon or the apricot, but I really enjoy the apricot one. And so I had this issue where I was having cold sweats and my hair was falling out, and I was very let's just face it, sometimes as women, we can get a little moody when our hormones are out of sort. So I still take the Happy all the time because I love that one and I need it. So I take that one and the Power Apricot, and I don't have night sweats. My hair is not falling out anymore. It's actually coming in really long and thick. And I take the BTY sometimes as well, or yeah, BTY, and that one helps with the hair growth, as Marianne mentioned earlier. But with the Power Apricot and the Happy together, like it was very, very powerful for me. And all of those kind of hormonal symptoms that I was experiencing kind of went away. I didn't have much of them at all. And even boys, cover your ears, but when you have your monthly cycle, sometimes, you know, you get the cramping and the bloating, and I found it was really helpful for that one too. So those are two products that I love, and I take them every month. So if you have like hormonal issues, they really do make a difference, like a huge difference, especially at night. Because I probably woke up, I wake up quite a bit during the night, and when I take the Power Africa, I'm not waking up at all. So that one is an excellent one. I love that one. And the Happy too. Those two together, they work really well together, especially for that week of the month.
So I would just add the HPR, which is a mild liver cleanse and a liver support. And liver is the one that processes your hormones. So it's also our biggest filter in our whole body. So it is hugely, hugely important to keep that clean and functioning properly. And one of the things also that I want to mention from a menopausal point of view, with the hormone balancing, I use them for that. So the Power is more for testosterone. The Power Lemon is more for balancing out testosterone. The Apricot is more for estrogen. And so what happens is I have been taking it now twice a day, and my hot flashes are down to, I don't want to say zero, because I don't know, once in a blue moon I'll get one, but I am like at 0.5% of hot flashes, and not that so much as, and I believe it's the Power for Lemon that did this, but you really should take both, because we all have both hormones and we all need balancing. And if you add the HPR, that whole concept will then balance itself out. And so what it's done for me is, and this was the reason I just one day just got the sort of idea that, hey, it wouldn't be a bad idea if you took these twice a day. And I used to get up maybe anywhere from 4 to 6 times in a night, depending on how much water I drank or tea or whatever before I went to bed. And I now get up maybe once. If I drink a lot, then okay, twice, but it's sometimes once and sometimes none. I can sleep the whole night through without even getting up. So that is huge. That is huge for menopause, because I've never had to get up so many times in my life. It's like crazy. It drives me nuts. And it disrupts my sleep, and I'm a really good sleeper, so I hate that. So this really helps me a lot. And I find that it is strengthening my bladder and my kidneys. And so that's exactly what we were talking about in one of the seminars, because we do have a nutritionist that the company hires that has numerous letters after her name, and she tells us everything, how everything is. So I think it's a combination of everything, because I keep feeling better and better. So I always say, hey, I think I'm aging backwards. And then when we got this product, we knew we were getting the stem cell regenerator. I said, oh my God, that really is aging backwards. And then they're like, yeah, this is actually aging backwards. This isn't even preventing aging or slowing it down. No, this is going backwards, like literally going backwards. And I'm like, wow. That is so exciting. So I'm going to say whatever we just said, add the stem cell regeneration, unless you're 20 years old and you don't need the stem cell regeneration just yet. But, also depending, there's plenty of I have a lot of 20-year-olds that are anemic, that are, what's the word I'm looking for? Bulimic. There's all kinds of different things going on, and IBS is such a disruptor of everything. It just causes so much, and celiac disease, like there's so many digestive issues right now that, and I've had really, really great results with some of my people on that. So I can't stress enough about it. I don't know what else to say about it. What else, what other products do we have? What did I miss?
Oh, we have,
Oh,
GTS.
GTS. Oh, I'm gonna leave Amanda to say that, because that's one of her favorite products, if not her favorite.
That one actually got me like into the whole APL GO world, because I was an avid energy drink drinker. And I was drinking 2 and 3 of those a day. And so what happens is there's so much caffeine and sugar, and I got the bloat in my belly from the sugar and my digestive being all out of whack and all that kind of stuff. And that one there I did with the STP, and that was the first products that got really into. And I actually don't drink caffeine anymore. I am completely no more energy drinks. My belly is gone. I don't have any issues now. I was able to get off taking the GTS and the STP, and I was really happy about that because sugar is something that will take you places you don't want to go with your health, especially in large quantities. Like in the energy drinks, there is a lot. And the caffeine, it gives you the jitters and all of that stuff. And with the GTS, I was able to actually feel like more energized. So I would get that afternoon, kind of fog burnout everybody gets, and they go for their coffee in the afternoon. And, so I was able to not do that anymore. And I just take the GTS and the STP when I'm feeling a little, like I need something, a little pick me up. And so I've had a lot of really great results with that one. And I'm really happy that I don't drink that stuff anymore because it was really bad. So that was the first product that really got me going with it. And every product has just wowed me. So that one's an excellent one.
I know it's said perfectly. So for you, it was GTS. For me, it was ALT, and Nikki NRM. Was it NRM? Yeah.
Correct.
And now it's still ALT. So I just want to say, because I don't think I mentioned this, I had a cold because it was December, but I also had extreme seasonal allergies to the point where I was taking a product that I could just buy over the counter product at the drugstore that shall remain nameless. And it does rhyme with drill. Anyways, I was taking it and it was doing the job, but I mean, to take anything for 3 months like that, that's really hard because it was a really long season for me. And when I got these, I just changed it. So this is at least all natural. And so I did 3 months of this on, more than one a day. I don't really know how many I was taking. It's been a while, which is beautiful. And this year, so for a year, for 2 seasons, I did that. So it's three months in spring, because spring is worse for me than the fall. And then the fall is about a month and a half to 2 months. So that one's a little bit easier to take for whatever reason. Fall seems to agree with me. So I had that. And this year, I think I took maybe 2 boxes for the entire 3 months. It was maybe one a day, if even, sometimes none. And I was like, no, how many have I taken? I said, what's going on? And I'm just like, is this because it's been an extremely warm year? And it could be partially because of that, but there's no way I would have been exempt for 3 months. So, so that's how good it was. And then for Nikki, of course, NRM. I'm just going to try to see if I can reset.
I just want to add to everything that, I'm one of these people who, if it works, that's great. Tell me. Let me experience it. Let it work. There are those of you out there who want to know the details, the science behind it. We have all of that available for you. So if you are looking for white papers, if you are looking for the information behind it, because that's the kind of person you are, and we'll be talking about that later, nothing wrong with that. But we can help you there. We can put you in the right direction. And as Marianne mentioned, we have a woman who is fantastic at explaining all of that, writing that stuff, you name it. So we are becoming educated, but we can certainly put you in touch with those white papers, the scientific findings, all of the background. If that's not you, that's fine. That's not me. I don't want to read it. Just let me try it and tell you that it works.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And Nikki's absolutely correct. We've got plenty of people who are interested, who need, they have many questions. There's people like me who ask almost no questions because I make decisions very quickly. I signed up as a diamond, and you don't need to know what that means right now, but if you want to know, that's, we can certainly discuss it. And I did it quick and fast, and I joined. And the day when I could, the first day when I tried the product, the next day when I woke up and there was no symptoms, I could not believe how quickly this worked. And I was beside myself. And I said, you know what? I walked to the computer and I deleted my account from the other company. Not because the company's bad or anything, just because this product is significantly better, and I couldn't not do it, and I can't do both. So it just makes sense to do both. But
And I know our time is up. However, I don't know why I didn't mention it before. Folks, there is a special till Sunday night. So if you want to know about this, you want to find out more, come on, connect with us. Special until Sunday.
well, the special's pretty. I believe if you buy, is it 200? If you buy 200, you get 200% or something, isn't it? You get like $400 worth of products. Our specials are good. Our specials are not shabby chic. They're like awesome chic. They're like Chanel chic. They're top of the line. It's pretty intense. You get some seriously good product. The special is on, Nikki says, till Sunday. What time? 7? Something
It
like
was
that.
extended, so as far as I know, it's till 7 p.m. It was due to stop yesterday. So connect before everything sells out.
Mhm. It's amazing. Thank you all so much for listening to us. We're super excited about this product, and so we want to spread the good word. And also from a business side, it's a great side hustle. I've been with the company a little bit longer than the two ladies have. I have been already on how many trips? I've already won 4 trips. One I missed out on. I had a wedding to go to, so I couldn't go on it. One was in Dubai. So the trips aren't just anywhere. They're like, this was a cruise. This was a week-long cruise to Dubai, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Sherbani Yas Island. Then we spent a couple of days in Dubai, and that's a lifetime. It's a trip of a lifetime, right? Like it doesn't happen just whatever. And so, yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So Tammy has joined us now. I want to give her Tams. I can't really give you more than 5 minutes because we're kind of done. But I know she's trying to sneak in through work. I just came back from Cancun. We have a trip going out to Dominican Republic. I won a cruise already to China and Japan. Like, these are not, some whatever 2-day events. These are like real awesome trips. And certainly we have the best compensation package in network marketing. And I've been in network marketing for 30 years. So this is one of the other vehicles that I love helping people heal with. So maybe Tammy can't make it.